At the end of our May 1st meeting, we made a recommendation to Bishop Walkowiak that we expand the Catholic Secondary School Board into 2 boards, one for each high school. We recently heard back that Bishop has accepted our recommendation to expand the boards. So now we're in the period of transition to do that expansion and accomplish it. Our goal is to have the boards expanded by January 1st of 2015, which means that during this other period of transition, this next 6 months, we're going to be developing additional board members so that we fill a Catholic secondary or Catholic Central school board and a West Catholic school board. During that period, and after it's done, the principals in the high schools are going to be operating as CEOs of their school. They'll be the administrative officers responsible to the boards of their respective schools, but then they will then be the head of the school. They'll be led by myself from the Catholic Central School Board side. In the incoming chair of the Catholic Secondary Schools, Dave Veneclaus, will be chairing the West Catholic Board and developing that into a full board. We will begin meeting this fall both individually as separate schools and still come back together to collaborate on the process to make sure it's a smooth transition. That'll give the separate schools the ability to work directly with the principals in the school so that the principals have the full dedication of a board for themselves rather than the board looking over to and getting sidetracked one school or the other. Each school will have the full dedication of their own school board. We have central office functions, which will still remain. Each school cannot operate completely independently and afford the overhead that takes for the accounting standpoint, the audit, and some of these other areas, technology and that. So we will still have combined services for the central office, busing, the human resource areas. Those are a lot of things that if you're a separate business, you operate it, and if you're not large enough to have them in-house, you go outside and hire a third party to do it. It's the same thing. The diocese and the central office is that third party that we're going out to. The boards, they will be operating independently, but they will still come together and collaborate on certain areas. We felt as a Catholic Secondary School Board during our discussions that it's important that we all come together to make sure we're still operating with the best interest of the entire community in mind. Some of the best ways to do that is through our common retreat in the summer. The annual retreat, the boards of the West Catholic and Catholic Secondary Schools, or Catholic Central and West Catholic, will come together to have one retreat. Other areas that we collaborate in is Catholic Schools Week, which is a very big marketing effort for our schools. So we will collaborate on that as well. But at the same time, we can stay individually focused towards the schools and the schools' needs that we're representing. Dave Faber has been filling the role of acting president since Mr. May left, and we had a vacancy in that for the last year and a half. He will be withdrawing from the acting president's position effective July 1st of this year. So once that is done, that's when the principals will become the CEOs of their schools. Dave will continue on in the role of canonical administrator of each of the 2 high schools, much as he has since his appointment to that position. We'll be working to develop board members to fill each board. The current board of the Catholic Secondary Schools has members that are made up from both Catholic Central and West Catholic. So we'll naturally gravitate toward the school where our affiliation is, and then we'll be looking to develop additional board members to totally fill the separate school boards.